due to a scandal surrounding me and the vice mayor. I have officially announced my resignation.
The mayor is resigned. Shut up, Fred.
I also have to tell you something important, but please don't get angry about what I'm about to say. I'm pregnant. Humberto had nothing to do with.
Don't you dare trust Humberto ever again. Ever, and I mean ever. You should break up with him and then stay away from him forever.
Please don't say that.
You have no idea what you've done, do you? Ow! No idea the damage you've caused!
I have this paper right here which shows evidence that this wasn't the first time that you attacked your ex-wife. In 2015, you psychically attacked your wife at the local government restroom, and you nearly strangled her to death.
This is a lie. I had nothing to do with my wife back then.
If you keep with this aggressive behavior, you will be sent to the psycho ward in the Hartsa hospital.
Shut the hell up.
What do you want? Are you sorry? Huh? Are you sorry for killing my daughter? You better stay away from me. Leave me alone and let me move to Australia for one.
Thanks again for coming to my house, Charlotte. So how's Paul?
Why do you always have to say that? I mean, are you curious about how Paul is doing?
I guess so.
Alright, look! Paul is still in the hospital and we are not sure when will he get released.
I knew Paul shouldn't have been shot. I mean, Simon would have been locked up in jail for what he has done.
Absolutely. And we are not sure when will Paul get released, but doctors say that his recuperation could take a while.
Then why don't we at least just get Paul out of the hospital as if he really did get discharged?
Dennis, are you crazy? We can't get Paul out of the hospital while he is still treated because, if we did that, we would be in a whole lot of trouble because of you.
Alright, you know what, Charlotte? Here's what I have to do. When Paul gets released, I have to work with him to steal all of the money that Simon had.
Why are you even doing this? I mean, don't you think that Simon would get revenge on all of us because of what you've done?
Listen, I'll sort this out myself. I'm only doing this just to get revenge on Simon for, well, you know, for shooting my best friend, and I'm going to teach him a lesson for what he has done.
Alright, Mrs. Stark, can you tell me what happened?
Well, I was walking on the street just to make sure if the mayor really did move out from CastleBush, but I noticed him bleeding on the ground and I screamed so loudly that I think everybody heard all about it. I have no idea what happened to Humberto. He may have been stabbed, or something else.
Well, it may be certain that the CastleBush Slasher was responsible for Humberto's murder, and we are investigating right now just to see if we can find any clues about what has happened.
So, what do we have to know about this latest murder?
According to an eyewitness, Humberto was about to move to Australia but he got confronted by the CastleBush Slasher, and the killer later stabbed him to death. It is still unknown who was the killer, but we have to find clues about who was the CastleBush Slasher. Finn, what's the matter?
It just can't stop. It just keeps happening. These poor innocent people keep getting murdered by a serial killer and I don't even know when will this nightmare ever end.
Finn, calm down. I'm pretty sure we are going to find the killer very soon.
So how close are we to stopping the killer?
Very, very close. We just have to find the person who claims that he or she was the CastleBush Slasher and then sent a killer behind bars.
Is there a problem, Mr. Crockett?
No, not at all. I'm just a bit scared about what will the CastleBush Slasher do next.
I know the feeling, but I have to admit that we are getting closer to track down the serial killer. In the meantime, we are still investigating the spot where Humberto was murdered, and we will notify you about how the investigation is going.
Which has the ball. Go Wales. You can do it.
But Michael Smith steals the ball.
What?
Come on, go Minecraft.
And he scores.
Yes. Let's go.
But Wales performed so well.
Not for long. Minecraft is taking the lead.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing, Oliver. We're just watching football on TV. We don't know what we can watch, so this is the only thing we can watch.
So what's up, boss? How's everything going?
Nothing special. I just woke up and I'm feeling a little bit exhausted.
Wait, what? You're exhausted? When did you wake up?
At 3 a.m. I didn't sleep that much and this is why I'm like this.
That's weird. I really hope you didn't get haunted by the ghosts.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, what are we going to be doing today?
About the same as usual. We have to treat the patients and, well, do our own job. Duh.
In that case, when I head home tonight, I might as well watch some movies.
And I'll head for a meeting because I'm really busy with other stuff.
All right, so can you tell us your name?
Mary Alvarez.
In that case, Mary, can you tell us what happened?
Well, I was talking to Oliver Stark because I found out that he started being aggressive and he even destroyed the mayor's office and then throwing the lamp out of the window. I later showed him a paper which has evidence about what Oliver has done, but he equipped his kitchen knife and later stabbed me. I mean, I thought I was going to die.
It's all right. You are currently treated at the Heart Center Hospital, but it is unknown when will you make a full recovery. We only do know is that you will only get released until you're fully recovered.
Excuse me, are you Sally Flores and Ashley Perkins?
Yes, that's us. So what brings you here, officer?
Well, we have just arrested Oliver Stark over the suspicion of murdering the mayor of CastleBush, Humberto Walker.
The mayor died? How did it happen?
Well, the mayor wanted to move out from CastleBush because of his resignation, but he got murdered by a serial killer known as the CastleBush Slasher, and I have known about the murders ever since.
That was the same killer who murdered one of our colleagues Matilda a while ago.
Exactly. But I'm also concerned that the killer may murder another person, but we will always make sure to stop the killer as soon as possible, and if we don't do anything to stop the killer, it's too late.
Listen, the CastleBush Slasher is just a serial killer and I'm pretty sure that the killer would be caught one of these days.
Well, I'm sure it will. So do you have anything else about what has happened lately?
Well, no, nothing else. But I'll be back later so I can inform you more about the CastleBush Slasher.
Guys, something horrible has happened yet again.
Oh great, what happened again? Has there been another murder?
Yes, there really has been another murder. In fact, I just spoke to the police and I was told that the mayor is dead. What? Is this a joke? No, Bob Legum, this is not a joke. It really is true. According to the police, Humberto tried to move to Australia after his resignation, but he got stabbed to death by the CastleBush Slasher.
I knew it. I knew that this serial killer would be responsible for doing this act. Will this killer ever be caught for once?
Fred, calm down. The CastleBush Slasher has been on a killing spree for a long time, and we don't know when will it end.
Exactly. And if the CastleBush Slasher continues to murder everyone, I will kill the killer.
Bimo, are you crazy? I mean, you can't even kill the CastleBush Slasher because it's too dangerous. If the CastleBush Slasher finds out about what you're trying to do to it, you could potentially become the newest victim of this serial killer case.
I'm pretty sure that the killer would never know about what we're talking about because the killer doesn't even care about it.
Exactly. And if the killer strikes again, we're doomed.
Hi again. So how are you feeling today?
Still relaxing in the hospital bed, but the good news is that I'm beginning to recover.
That's good. I'm really happy that you are beginning to feel much better.
Exactly. So how are things going?
Not much. I just spoke to Dennis and he said to me that he is planning to steal all of Simon's money when you are fully recovered.
What was Dennis thinking? I mean, we can't just steal the money that Simon had.
It was only Dennis's suggestion. He asked you to steal Simon's money.
But are you sure Simon won't find out about what we're doing?
Listen, I'm pretty sure Simon won't care about it because he's just a stranger. We don't have to trust him anyway since he's trying to become the newest mobster in CastleBush, just like David.
Totally. I really hope that the situation would not get worse because, if that's so, I'm doomed.
No matter what happens, Paul, I'll always make sure to protect you. I'm still your friend, and you have to believe me. Will you?
Always.
Hello? Who's this?
Hi Dylan, this is Alexis. It's great to talk again. Say, how come you're using a computer while you're in jail?
Well, it's not much, but I'll explain it to you. I discovered a hidden trick how I can make the computer, the desk, and the lamp appear, and I later destroyed the dirt and I discovered the computer behind the wall, so that's how I'm using the computer. I'm also using one while the guards aren't knowing about it. I was also told that I'm going to appear in court in a few days because a trial is about to begin, and I have to decide whether I should stay in jail or not.
I hope you won't stay in prison forever. If that's so, how am I supposed to live without you?
Alexis, calm down. I'll make sure to meet with you more frequently, no matter if whether the guards are thinking about it or not.
Well, yeah, but I'll also hope that you could win the case so you won't stay in prison for life. If you do lose the case, you might get locked up in prison forever, but I'll make sure to break you out, if necessary.
Are you sure if this is a good idea? The police said that if I escape from prison again, I might get locked up in a more secure prison where I would never escape, and you could even be kicked out from the said prison if you try to get me out of there.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to get you out of a secure prison somehow, but it's not going to be easy. But one thing's for sure, I will always love you and I can't leave you behind.
Thanks, I feel a lot better already. Alright, I have to hang you up now. I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
What the heck are you doing here?
Listen! Don't you realize that Marceline has killed the mayor?
That's not true. I mean, Marceline didn't even kill the mayor.
Liar! Marceline disguised herself as Grim Reaper and stabbed the mayor to death.
I did not kill Humberto. Besides, there is no evidence that I murdered the mayor because I had nothing to do with him.
You did. You did, and you should be ashamed of yourself for what you have done.
Simon, can't we at least just get on with this? You have no reason to come to Marceline's house and then falsely accusing her that she murdered Humberto, although she didn't even murder him.
Stop lying to me. Marceline is a murderer and she should better go to jail for what she did.
Simon, how many times do I have to tell you this? I did not murdered Humberto. There is no proof that I was the CastleBush Slasher and I have nothing to do with it. Hey. Don't scream at us like that. I mean, you are trying to let everybody hear what is going on.
I swear, if you don't shut your mouth, you'll—
Can we all have a ruling on this? Marceline was not the CastleBush Slasher. She was not responsible for murdering Humberto, and I'm insisting that it was Natasha's ex-husband, Oliver, who was possibly responsible for the murder, according to the police. Period.
Alright, you know what? I had it enough of all of these pathetic lies, so? She is going to get—
Simon, no.
Don't hurt her, please.
Listen! PMO has lied to me way too many times, and she's going to regret it for everything.
Simon, I'm begging you, put that gun away from me. You just have to acknowledge the fact that Marceline was not the killer, but you didn't care about it.
Exactly. And if you dare mess with me again, I will kill not just you, but I will also kill everyone in this stupid town. Is that understood?